Hey, this is Scott Hassey with the Indiana Twins. I'm our pitching coordinator and also help run our player development. So I wanted to address a question that we get sometimes, or just a point of confusion, I think, maybe, or curiosity about our lessons. So now that we have the capacity with multiple facilities, what we've been able to do is, in addition to our practices and our Twins camp, we've also been able to start lessons. So it's something we've kind of done here and there in the past, but last year we kind of full-fledged laid it out and rolled it out, and that will continue each year. So the difference between lessons and a practice and Twins camp is this. In a team setting with your team practice, what you'll have is obviously your coaching staff, and they have a plan for the day, and you're gonna get your work in. For that day, you might work on base running, you might work on bunt coverage, you might work on a whole bunch of different things. But at no point are you getting very specific for a very long time, because as a team and as a coaching staff, you have to cover as many things as possible to get you ready for the game. We understand that. In our Twins camp, we've tried our very best to be able to get those same settings dedicated towards very specific tasks. So whether that is fielding, catching, base running, hitting, pitching, we now have more time dedicated, almost the same amount of time dedicated toward just that one part of baseball. So in our pitching lessons, for example, in our Twins camp pitching, we've got an entire team in here that's just working on pitching for that hour, hour and a half, or however long it is, and we're able to cover so much more. The difference between the Twins camp and then our lessons is Twins camp is going to be the team setting, and our lesson is going to be anywhere from 1 to 4 players matched up with a trainer. So it's one of our coaches that also does training on the side and does lessons. We call it more training than we do lessons, because it's not your typical get into a position and throw and we're here for a half hour. No, we're trying to get an hour, sometimes an hour and a half or longer, and really dig in on what each individual needs and have that more one-on-one attention. Our players love it. They get a ton of value out of it. We've got exit velos from our hitters going up almost every guy. That's happening from a pitching standpoint. Whether it's you're working on command or arm health or throwing harder, you're going to get what you need exactly. We're not going to say, oh, hey, you come in and you're going to do what everybody else is doing. There is to a point some of that, because every player needs to have strength and need to be able to throw strikes and all that. But within each player's individual needs, we're going to be able to accommodate that in a smaller setting where we just have more time to dedicate towards that player. So I hope that makes sense. It's kind of a tier. If you look at large group setting, we're talking about everything, and a team practice. Still large group setting with the entire team, but now it's Twins camp and it's dedicated towards one topic. And then the smaller, more individualized setting for lessons, where you're going to get the one-on-one or 1 to 4 group setting trainer player, where you really get to get nitty-gritty and we get to work on exactly what you need.